Welcome to Blue Talks.
Thank you. Thank you for having me here in the University of Calgary. So today my story is going to be about my journey toward my financial freedom. So I would like to start my story about my mom and my mother-in-law, what I'm thinking of her. I've been thinking about a lot about them just because I remember growing up, remember my mom telling her stories about her dreams, how she wanted to have so many things in her life. And later on in life, I learned that my mother-in-law has similar stories. So I grew up hearing my mom and then listening to my mother-in-law, which I love dearly as well. So even though my mom and my mother-in-law came from different backgrounds, so my mom didn't have the means, neither the education that my mom had. My mother-in-law had, sorry. So my mom was a housewife, now retired. She ventured a lot of small enterprises during her life, where me and my three sisters were always involved, of course. And then my mom, let me go back a little bit about telling where my mom come from. So my mom, as I said, has a different background than my mother-in-law. My mom grew up with her grandma because when my grandma married, she had to move with her grandma, which is my grandma. So when she was 17, she met my dad while she was working as a telegrapher in a small town when they met. So not long after that, they married and they moved together to start a new life. That's when I come from. I am the number 4 of 7 kids. Three girls and 3 boys. So as I was saying, my mom was always, doing a small business, studies. While she was, raising her family. She has small enterprises while she was finished her high school, and she even started her university studies. While she was doing that, as I said, she was really, really working really hard, always like endlessly striving for something. She was looking for something, but she has small victories, but a lot of stress at work. Really, a lot of work on top of her duties. So my mother-in-law, instead, she was a professional. She has an education and she has a full-time job, along with her husband, my father-in-law. And both of them worked as a professional for many years as well. So in my case, my dad was the main provider for the house. Even though my dad did very well. So in monetary speaking, he did well and we did well as a family, but my mom didn't have a work nor access to that money. So when my dad passed away in his early 60s, my mom was devastated, of course, and he was 62 when he passed away. My mom not only was devastated, but almost destitute because she didn't have access to the money, but she didn't go to ruins because generous people in the bank called her like in the middle of the night after my dad passed, asked her to sign some documents so she had access to some funds after my dad passed because he never wanted her, for some reason, to have access to the money. Same with my mother-in-law and my father-in-law's similar thing. As I said, they were from different background, but the story is about the same. Neither my mom nor my mom has the funds to have a decent retirement life right now. So, because she didn't work really hard. My mom worked really hard. She raised a family of 7. She has the high school diploma. She almost finished the university study. She has like 10 small companies that she started, but never finished. But she never has the opportunity to save enough money to fulfill her dreams, of their life. So that was really unfortunately. My mother-in-law, despite that she has a full-time job, she neither has the life in retirement that she wants. So that's something that That was something that really bothers me a lot. So these are pictures of them. In the left is my mom when she was visiting me, and the right side when they visited me too once, and invited them for a photo shoot. So that's one of the photo shoots of them. Okay, so as I said, there was something missing there. They were working really hard. They had partners, they had husband, they had life, but still neither of them have, a decent life that they love it. So now I would like all of you think right now in a woman in your life. Any woman, probably a woman that is taking care of you, your grandmother, your mom, your wife, a dear friend, or even yourself, or your daughters, if you have daughters. So, and think about what do you wish for her? What you really wish for her when they are in their late 70s or the late 80s? What do you envision for them? So, I'm pretty sure that you have a long list for them, but we all are agree that we do not want them to depend on others for their financial essentials, as I mentioned. I don't envision her depending on her kids' financial aid or depending on the government pension plan, because that's something that they cause them a lot of stress, a lot of uncertainty in their life. We don't want them for them. So what we can do? So in my case, as I say, my mom didn't have the means, neither my mother-in-law, for having a decent life post-work. My mother-in-law, she is a really healthy woman, and so grateful that she's healthy, but unfortunately, my mom has a massive stroke back in 2021, and now she's bedridden. So she needed that financial help for her long-term care, which my husband and I am taking care of right now. So, but I know envision my mom wishing that she had to be, in bed waiting for somebody to give them money instead of having the means to do that, or to have the big house that she wanted, or to travel to visit. She has an extended family across Venezuela, but she didn't have the opportunity to visit them because my dad didn't allow her to do it for whatever reason. Same with my mother-in-law. She have means to that because she even now have a pension from her employer, but that is nothing for her. So that's about nothing in terms of money. Okay, so as I say, it's not supposed to be that, the sitcom, the Golden Girls, the picture, the old ladies, living together, happy, with the means, they have car, they have vacation, they have each other's, but it's really a myth or a reality. So we have to check that for ourselves. So in any case, if you really want to have that, ideal sitcom, live a life of the Golden Girls, you need wealth. It doesn't matter if you live South America, North America, Japan, anywhere, you need wealth in order for you to really fulfill a really, serene and freedom in your retirement life. So now I would like to define wealth. What is wealth? According to Wikipedia, wealth is the value or the worth, the value of the asset worth that you have, like as a person, as a country, as a community, or even as a company. So how much your assets are worth. Okay, that's the definition of wealth. So if I count my mom and my mother-in-law assets, how much that worth, my mom and my mother-in-law are still technically destitute, because except for the house where they live, unfortunately, they don't have the means to put food on their table or pay for the medication or simply pay for, go to the movies or go to the restaurant. They don't have the means for that unless a third party pay for that, like their kids or the government is generous and give them some money, etc. So in my personal opinion, the gap between what they really want, my mother-in-law or my mom or any woman of their generation or the woman you are thinking about, the gap between what they really want and what they have is basically the cause of their distress. So why I don't have what I want? Why I don't have what I dream for? So where does that gap come from? So based on my experience, which is I am younger generation than my mom, is because of the financial illiteracy. It's not because of the lack of means, it's because of the financial illiteracy. So actually, when I was doing my research, I learned that I don't remember exactly the name of the organization, but Canada adopted a program that called the federal program that run between 2021 and 2026 about financial literacy in Canada. The purpose of the program in the government is to encourage or educate the Canadians to have financial resilience. So they recognize now worldwide in the UN how important is the financial literacy for you as a life skill. You don't need to just work or sleep. You need financial literacy, as a life skill. So, and the good news is we can become financial literacy wise ourselves. It depends on us because there are so many programs available, like the one I mentioned, the Canada Strategic Financial Literacy Plan. There are YouTube channels for free that you can learn the basic of finances. Also, in your local library, you can go and check and start educating yourself about how can I become every single day a little bit more financial wise in terms of money. So the question I ask is, what we are going to focus now? So what is the point for me to go in life, to go with cafe with my friends and go around, oh, I don't have time for anything, let alone taking care of my financial freedom. So that's too much. So, or say, you know what? Financial is too complicated subject. No, I don't want to do that. So I either avoid it or I say, you know what? I will rely in my partner, on my kids, or in the government to take care of me. So I say no, I need to do something else. So I told myself, if I keep the current trajectory I'm going right now, I'm going to be in the role like my mom and my mother-in-law in uncertainty. So I didn't want to do that. So now, in order for me to achieve from my trajectory, I need to change to another concept, which is well-being. Because well-being is a multifaceted state where you can include happiness, you include health, and you also include prosperity. So now I would like to start talking to you the second part of my story using the hero's journey from Joseph Campbell. So why the hero's journey? Because I had a call to start my journey. I would like to really break this transgenerational financial destiny of my mom or my mother-in-law or the moms. I would like really to change that. So mentors started show up in my life. And of course, when I learned that I need to start studying finances, I wasn't thrilled. It's not fun to start learning about investment 101 or insurance or mortgages, etc. I didn't want to do that. However, my mentors convinced me that what will happen if I change my behavior, if I change my trajectory? It was so attractive to me. He said, yes, I would like to do that. But in order to do that, my old self have to die. And nobody wants to die. So when I faced that reality, I needed to change. I needed to transform myself, what Joseph Campbell called the rebirth of the hero. So I started my journey with a lot of struggles. So where the ordeal is coming from, I was busy with my work, family engagement, distraction in the day-to-day life, but I was committed. Until in 2014, thanks to my commitment to get educated, I deciphered, oh, I finally found a way to make the money work for me. Instead of the money, and instead of me working for the money. So I was so excited that was the momentum I needed to keep in my journey to become financial safe. So I did it. So that allowed me to quit my job in 2018, my corporate job. I was been doing that for 29 years already at that time. So that gave me the financial security I needed. So the hero returns after so many struggles and so many battles, and I say, okay, now I am in the path to financial serenity. So during that process, I discovered that there is a 5-step process to unveil your financial freedom, which is imagine first, then writing it down, plan what you're writing it down, commit, and then schedule and execute. Those are the 5 steps I would like to share with you today. So the first one is imagine. So I learned this quote for Pablo Picasso. He said, every great thing around us was nothing more than imagination. It was someone's courage, passion, and strong determination which turned that vision into a reality. So now it is your time to imagine. Imagine your future self in retirement. How do you feel? What do you see when you wake up in the morning? What do you smell when you are retired? Or what do you eat? Or who you are eating with? That's some important question that you can ask yourself and start building this yourself in retirement. Do not preoccupy right now how much it's gonna cost. Just dream a lot, dream big, in order to create that image of yourself in retirement. Then go to the plan. So in the plan session, I'm going to use a concept in technology called the singularity. So what is singularity? Basically, singularity describes hypothetical future where the technological growth is out of control and is irreversible. So this intelligent and powerful technology will radically and unpredictably transform our reality. So what I did was, okay, let's do this. Let's do singularity. So the intelligence that is gonna needed to do this is within you. It's not outside, it's within you. So use it. Secondly, the transformed reality is your life in retirement. And the technology that is powering this is a written financial plan. As simple as that. So when you write it down, imagine that transformed life, put it in a piece of paper, and you will be amazed because part of your mind now is in a piece of paper. Now you are ready to start the third step, which is the plan. So Victor Hugo said, each person should structure their life in such a way that at some point in the future, the dreams and the reality converge. This is where we start doing the planning. So question yourself about your desires and your reasons. Now you have your plans. Make sure to include the who, the what, where, and how. That's really, really important. But remember, do not fall into the trap of the how. The how will come eventually. Let the universe do that for you. So focus now while planning the resources, the who and what do you have access to. A person, a coach, the library, a professor, a night class in the community college. So then go to the commitment part. So this is a quite complicated quote for me, especially because this is all English. It says, if one advances confidently in the direction of his dream and endeavors to live the life that he imagined, he will meet with success unexpected in common hours. This is from Henry David Thoreau. So as a woman, for us, the notion of commitment take a profound significance. We are busy beings. For some reason, culturally, we are busy beings, and we don't want to add another burden in our list. So from the moment you open your eyes, you are propelled into a symphony of activity, the family, the career, the household, etc. So remember, commitment isn't about allocating time. Commitment is about the intentionality behind the action. So remember what is the commitment that you are taking for. So also, embrace the future. Embrace the understanding that the future, your ambition requires present work in the now. So you need to do something now to get the result in the future. And that happened because of the commitment. Embrace the paradox within the commitment. Even though for me in my journey, it's like, oh, this is another task on my already full plate. But I knew within myself that was the path to liberation. The only way I can release myself for this destiny of my mom or my mom's generation was to do something different now. So these are not mere fantasies. This is the landscape of the commitment realized. Please keep that in mind. So the last step. So that's the one that is, for me now, is the more fun, but for most people is the more scary one. I will use a quote from Tony Robbins. Tony Robbins says, what is talk is a dream. What is ambition is exciting. What is planned becomes possible. And what is scheduled is real. So now this is the step where the mentors of your hero's journey will start to showing up. Please keep an open mind. Have faith about that. Do not hesitate for help. We women are really bad at asking for help. So make sure asking for help. There are plenty of assistants, especially nowadays, as I said before, in front of the coaches, financial advisor, or even the friends that you think that achieve the financial freedom that you want or you envisions. Ensure that your actions are clear enough so someone else can read it and complete it in your behalf. So ask for help. So delegate some actions. Then the last step, which is the easy one, just add the plan in your calendar. So to turn that into a reality and have a lot of faith in the process. So to conclude my presentation, okay. So remember, as you navigate into the labyrinth of the busy day, of fleeting moments, lay the beacon of commitment. You have to commit to yourself. Lay the beacon of commitment to illuminate your path. That's really important. Also, remind you that the dream you deserve, that your dream deserve the devotion you yourself give to others. Give that to your own dreams, please. It is the commitment, in the commitment lies your power as a woman. The 5 steps, as I say, to attain financial independence are imagine, writing it down, plan, commit, and execute. So it's really that simple. So I want you to remember the woman that came to your mind. Use that woman vision as your energy to really navigate the life toward to happy and serene retirement. Thank you for listening.